Transfer deadline day is in 2 days. This could be an ongoing issue. Andy White's value has gone up. Great news. 14 clubs interested, Premier League clubs listed here. Crystal Palace made a bid worth potentially 800,000. I'm going to reject it. The higher the bids get, the more scared I get this chairman's just going to accept the offer above my head. Today's a bit of a different park to Prem. Chesterfield to kick things off, second versus third, then deadline day, and then I'm going to be playing through 3 weeks off camera to come back for the EFL Cup third round, Man City at home. Probably going to get battered. Hopefully going to be a fun episode today. Yes, folks, how is it going? And welcome back to Park to Prem. We're here at Wanderers FC. It is season number 3. We're in League 2 and the chairman, well, there's rumours of a takeover. Good news, though, we do have a president, so the ownership won't actually fundamentally change, and that means that none of the board culture stuff will change either. Nevertheless, Will could be stepping down sooner rather than later. Now, the transfer window is still open. I've not made any transfers since last episode. I have been keeping an eye out for some interesting free agents. There's not really been anyone worth picking up. And to be fair, when you look at this start to the season, why would I want to improve the team? Well, naturally, because I want to finish top of the table. We're currently only in second. 6 games played since last episode, the first of which, following on from yesterday's win against Wycombe, was this game against Accrington Stanley. 6-0 win, Joe Taylor with a brace, Andy White with a first-half hat-trick. Yet, not entirely surprising that there's so many big teams in for him. The more I see all these Premier League teams wanting him, the more I see him improving, the more determined I am not to sell him. Up next was Bradford City away from home, a 4-0 win here. Despite the fact Andy White got a hat-trick in that previous game, Joe Taylor actually leads the way when it comes to goal scoring. Grabbed a brace in this game, 7 goals in 6 games for the Welsh under-21 international. And just because I keep getting asked about this, yes, he is English. I've said this a few times in videos. With players who aren't English, I physically can't sign them. If I can show you here. If I go and try and sign Narbry, the game just won't let me sign anyone who's not English. So I can't even accidentally sign players that break our transfer rules. After 2 rather emphatic wins, 2 slightly tamer ones. 2-1 against Grimsby, not so exciting. Taylor with both goals for us there. A 3-0 win against Northampton was nice. Ashley Fletcher grabbed his first goal at the club. Great to see him getting off the mark. Has also picked up a couple in cup games. However, there is one game that we didn't win in this recent run of games against Carlisle. This game was annoying. Dominated the game statistically. If I just go to team stats and tick the shots, hit woodwork attempts. Yeah, we hit the woodwork 4 times in this game. 22 shots, an XG of almost 2, 1-1 draw. Just football match things. At least Joe Taylor scored again. And most recently, we took on Stevenage in the Carabao Cup second round. Did contemplate coming back for this game, but ultimately, I didn't think Stevenage was the sexiest of games. I've been to Stevenage train station, not sexy. As I mentioned previously, Fletcher got 2 in this game. Charlie Whittaker off the mark for the season was good to see. And elsewhere, you might have spotted it. Max Voltman grabbed another goal yet to score in the league. 3 goals in 2 Carabao Cup games for this man, though. Worth noting when you look at the league table, Stockport County, who we took on last episode and drew 1-1 with after dominating the game, they're currently top of the table by 2 points. We, however, are the only team still unbeaten. Today, though, we take on the team directly behind us in Chesterfield. And as you can kind of look at the league table and see here, there's lots of teams that can leapfrog over us. So as good as second looks, we could end today as low as kind of 7th or 8th. Which makes this match here all the more important. At home against Chesterfield, a win here, statement of intent. Failed to win here, suddenly doesn't look so good. Good news today, by the way. Team is just about fully fit with one minor/major exception. Teddy Sharman-Lowe injured for the next few weeks. Yeah, picked up a twisted ankle. 2 to 4 weeks he is out. It means Joe Rose, who I obviously replaced because he kept getting injured, is now going to be the starting goalkeeper today. Elsewhere in the team, nothing too surprising going on here. Matos back into the team after that injury that plagued, well, his time to start the season. Unable to start last episode for us in either game. Makes his live commentary debut today. And if I was going to pick out some top performers to start the season, I mentioned Andy White. Ajaria, been really, really impressive. Continuing to develop a lot. Was in the Media Dream 11. Looks like he was worthy of that title. Currently, as you can see here, 2 player of the matches in 6 league games. As a right back, that's quite good. Mentioned Joe Taylor and Andy White. They have been the 2 strikers bagging all the goals for us, which I suppose is good because they are our 2 starting strikers. Next best player has been JB. Yeah, wasn't sure how well he would do at Register. Look at the bars of green. The man is a regista. Anyway, Chesterfield were only promoted from the National League a couple of years ago. They are kind of a team that I look at and think, yeah, we should be doing as well as them. That's very much going to be the aim here. Players look up for this one. As already mentioned, deadline day is a couple of days away. To be honest, I'm going to be doing deadline day, not necessarily looking for players, but more so just in case any bids come in for our players on deadline day. If Andy White gets a bid, suddenly I have a whole lot of goals I have to try and replace with a new signing, which would be difficult. Then again, well, I was going to say Taylor's here and he's been scoring. Of course, he sets up Andy White. 4 minutes into this game, we find a way through. Or to Allen, AA, Jarby mentioned. He's a good regista, didn't I? There you go. Exhibit A. Nice header by Andy White. Also, I said Jarby there. I know it's JB. I'm trying to overcome the habit of a lifetime. By which I mean I called him Jarby for 2 videos. Was corrected in the comments and now I just keep forgetting. I'm sorry, JB fans. Hopefully your boy, well, I was going to say, hopefully he's not going to be infected by me saying his name wrong. He's played quite well so far today, so I think he's fine. Matos bringing it out. White, Hume, of course, playing at centre attack in mid. Not wowed me there yet, if I'm being completely honest, but, well, we're not losing too often, so I can't really look at him as a bad player for us. Deborah into the wide area. Andy White's under it. Leaps once. Could he get the rebound? He does to AA. Second goal of the season for him. It's 2-0 inside 10 minutes. When I saw the season preview for this year and kind of looked at teams around us, there was that early indicator that we might just be good enough to get out this league immediately. And, well, given the fact we're taking on the team directly behind us here, and we're winning 2-0 in 10 minutes, maybe that feeling of feeling like superior to those around us, maybe it was warranted. Or with the ball at the back for us, lays it inside to Matos, loads of space for him to bring the ball forward, gives it to Taylor, he's top goal scorer, he has 1 assist already, and that ball there, that hit the post. Probably should praise the players. I'm getting too carried away by the fact we're 2-0 up. Let's praise the lads. Look at the green happy smiley faces. When they remove shouts in FM25, I'm going to miss them a lot. So I've got to use them as much as I can now. 5 minutes left of that. I'm a little bit concerned that Matos is on a booking. None of our defenders have particularly good ratings, but to be honest, there's not been a lot of defending for them to do here. We have been rampant in this game so far. And well, we could be on the attack again here. Tackle flies in. For a moment, I thought Andy White might win us a penalty. Instead, though, we've regained the ball. We're looking to get it forward. Andy White's in behind. He scores. It would be his 6th. The flag's raised on the near side. It's not going to count. Corner now for them. And look, we played so well in this half. They've done nothing. We didn't concede many corners last year. We have conceded a few more this year already. It was a weakness in our game season 1. Season 2, I thought we had it sorted. Maybe not. Rose definitely could have done better there. Okay, that goal is a bit of a gut punch to end the half. It was their first shot on target, but truthfully, we've not really done enough in this game either. We've got an XG of 1. We have 2 goals. We had 3 shots. They all were, well, 2 of them went in. Not good enough. Think we can do better. I'm going to ask the players here in possession just to be a little bit more direct with the play. Play a little wider as well. That said, despite the fact we're playing wider, I'm going to ask the players to look for overlaps in the wing-back areas. When you have the look for overlap instruction on, it's not actually affecting the wing-back behaviour too much. It's actually more about the players around you. Little bit concerned that if I go more direct, we're going to get the ball forward more quickly. Maybe the wing-backs then can't get the overlap. So by telling my team, let's do some direct passing, but look for overlaps, it will mean, despite the fact we're willing to ping the ball forward, on occasion the defensive mids will dwell on the ball to allow the wing-backs to get forward. They've got a penalty. Ajaria, what are you doing? You know that commentary spiel I gave at 2-0 up after 10 minutes? Oh, we're better than all of them. Take it all back. This is probably going to get, well, potentially ugly. The ball's in the back of the net. It's 2-2. I'm annoyed. Ajari has been so good for us this year at right wing back. In a moment of madness, a needless foul gives Chesterfield a route back into this game. And I'm just, why did I praise the players? I'm going to get shouty. Free kick, Cube. Whip towards the back post. White's there. And that hits the crossbar and goes over. Okay, Hume has struggled in this game today. Max Voltman on you come. Elsewhere, Matos on a booking I don't love. So Callum Jones come in. Fresh legs needed there. Deborah at centre-back on a booking. I just don't want to risk going down a man in a game like this. This game is still very finely poised. Ajaria gave away that penalty. You know what? Egbo on Ucum too. Have been making a really conscious effort this year to rotate the team around. I think just about everyone, with the exception of Miles Roberts, our third-choice goalkeeper, now has at least started a game, if I'm not mistaken. It is definitely a squad game. First few months of the year, always the most busy. A little bit nervous that AA's got a knock there. Don't think I've got Pi on the bench. And well, Andy White should have done better there, shouldn't he? He puts his shot the wrong side of the post. Alan has this injury. I've not got a left back on the bench. The only thing I could do is maybe go to a back four. If I play Kingdon at right back, Egbo at left back, and then Alan gets subbed off for someone. Oh, this. I'll be honest, not ideal. I feel like I should be making a backup tactic that is this shape, because I actually have been using this shape a little often in games where I need to rotate things around or just find myself short on players. I'm making all these changes. Imagine if the injury actually isn't that serious. I probably could keep AA on here, but I just don't necessarily think it's worth the risk. I'm going to ask the players to shorten the passing here, focus the play through the middle, but still look for overlaps. Of course, with us now playing this narrow midfield shape, I feel like using our overwhelming numbers in the middle should be the name of the game. Kingdon slotting in at right back, gives it to Andy White. I'm a tactical genius or something. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Pat on the back for me. Was it Voltman with the assist here? I mean, Kingdon's taking the throw in because of the fact he's playing right back. Did Voltman put the ball in, or am I going crazy? He didn't put it in. It was Kingdon who put it in. Andy White near post. We're chilling. You know what? Those wing backs on attack, they can now go to wing backs on support. Just chill out now, lads. This game's done if we're sensible. Why did I say anything? The game's definitely not done, by the way. I'm not sure why I opened my gob, but you know what? Maybe if we get another, we could start to kill it off that little bit more. Louis Jackson back in the team on off the bench here, gives it back to Rose. Chesterfield, having scored that penalty, haven't exactly created a ton in this game, but they have created enough from set pieces. We need to remain disciplined here. A second goal to put us 2 goals up would make me, well, feel a lot better about things. Egbo, naturally a right back, playing left back here, gets a foul, wins the penalty, and I believe it's now going to be Roberts over the penalty. In fact, no, it's not Roberts, sorry, it's Taylor over the penalty. He steps up, and he misses. That's what I get for getting his name wrong. I don't know why I said Roberts was going to take it. He's our goalkeeper. Oh, I really hope we don't live to regret that. Chesterfield third in the league. They are a good team. A win here would be a massive result. One last demand more for the players. Why is the cameraman falling asleep? They've got a chance here. Corner. They've scored another corner. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. Wait, it's offside. It's offside. It's offside. Is it off? It is off. Okay, I should have changed things. I've not changed things. I was about to say, before that goal was ruled out, this just feels like last episode against Stockport. It feels like more of the same, where we dominate a game, we're the better team throughout, and we shoot ourselves in the foot. To be honest, we've not been as dominant in this game as we were in the Stockport one, but I feel like we are worthy of our lead here. And, well, Rose collects it. There's 6 minutes to hold on, lads. Just do your thing. Do your thing. Hold on. No more highlights, Football Manager. There's 4 seconds left. What is about to happen here? Please, nothing stupid. Jones, Fletcher, White. Oh, you know what? Another goal would be fun. Now we've given away it. Imagine if they now go up the other end and score. Chesterfield, no time is against them here. Ball given away as they go direct. Andy White now. Go for the corner, son. Just run for the corner. Hold on to the ball. Instead, he gives it away. Is this Football Manager trolling? Is this a real highlight? Please just end the game. Voltman in a wide area. Back to Egbo. I mean, this is nice. Back to Voltman. Edge of the box. Bang. Oh, okay. Well, that's a finish. That is his first league goal. The longer that highlight went on, the more I panicked. But you know who didn't panic? Voltman. He was great for us last episode in the live commentary in that second game. In this game here, on off the bench, proving his worth. And unsurprisingly, that highlight there is the last one of the game. A 4-2 win. A win that we definitely had to grind out. Grateful we got it, though. With results elsewhere, we have managed to get a little bit of a gap over some of the teams behind us. Our goal difference is obviously a massive factor. Stockport, top of the league, have played a game more than us. Didn't slip up, sadly, in this one. So, yeah, they're still a pain. Stockport are still just very good, aren't they? I feel like after the last episode, I just have beef with Stockport. Alan, by the way, had a bruised knee. Definitely didn't need to sub him off. Andy White, man of the match. 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 key passes. I hope no one saw that. There's 2 days left. He's going to get offers, isn't he, before the end of this next bit of the video. Speaking of which, deadline day, 2 days away. I'm going to get to the 1st of September. I'm just going to pray there's no offers for Andy the Board accept. Well, West Ham haven't even got the memo. It's not deadline day yet. They made an offer of 1.5 million, potentially. I'll be honest, it's not that much money guaranteed. I don't feel like I can sell Andy White. If I was a Premier League team, if this was Park to Prem in 7 years' time and I was in the Premier League, what would I be willing to sell him for? Nothing. Nothing. He's going to have to be pried away from my cold, dead hands. Fully appreciate that's a mental sentence to say about a 17-year-old footballer. At least he's not real, so it's less weird. Right? That makes it less weird. A quiet deadline day is expected. Let's hope so, although apparently Middlesbrough want Kingdon. There's not really any players I want to sell right now. With the current state of the first team and, well, how happy I am with the squad, the last thing I want to do now is be selling a player with 15 hours to go and find a replacement for them. Crystal Palace make a bid for Andy White. He wants to talk to them. I don't want to talk to them. Go away. Andy White, by the way, League 2 Player of the Month. 7 goals and 3 assists in 7 games. Not bad. 3 more offers. Brentford, Brighton, Nottingham Forest. Please just go away. Please leave me alone. Dunfermline Athletic have made an offer for Kingdom. He's extremely interested to talk to them. They've offered me next to nothing. Go away. I mean, from a financial point of view, we've got transfer budget, we've got wage budget. I could go out and sign players. Do I want to sign anyone? I had a look at players before. There wasn't really anyone. Len Bickerser, by the way, still a free agent. Has he lowered his wage demands? No, he still doesn't want to talk to me. He's held a grudge for like 2 months there. Having looked at players that are transfer listed, I've just come to the conclusion that I'm not going to improve my team, I don't think, in the next 12 hours. So maybe my main aim needs to be to try and stop players getting unhappy. Kingdom wants to leave. The valuation wasn't there, mate. I think Kingdom's good. I think there is a price I am willing to sell him at. I guess the question is, how much is it? He's valued it up to 550k, allegedly. Oh, okay. 1.3 million. He says 1.1. 1.2 million. Okay, I'll be honest, he's good, Jack Kingdon. If I got an offer of 1.2 million, probably would accept it. St. Johnson have made an offer for him. It's worth 450k. I don't think I'm going to lose him this window. Aaron Allen has now had an offer made for him from Nottingham Forest. I feel like he's had a lot less interest in him by comparison to Ajaria on the other side of the team, which is kind of interesting because I don't feel like there's a world of difference between them. But I'm not willing to sell him. Never mind for less than £200,000. Pai injured for 4 to 5 weeks. That does leave me a little light in the left back area. I'm trying to remind myself of wing backs I've got in the youth team. Seward's not doing a job, is he there? Daniel Slade would be the other option of my youth team players. I mean, has some potential. Definitely don't want to have him at left back, with respect to him. Just speaking on the youth team, there's a couple of players with contracts expiring at the end of the year, like Bob Davis, who sadly has just recently picked up an injury. A lot of these players have now already provisionally agreed to new deals. Someone like Bob, previously listed as our hot prospect, definitely want to keep him around. He's been improving a lot. Just need to hope he doesn't get too many injuries, like more pulled knee ligaments. Not good for your development, it turns out. 7 hours remaining. 6 hours remaining. St. Mirren have offered 275k for Kingdon. Do one. Offer for Andy White, non-negotiable, 1.3 million. Go away, Crystal Palace. Leave me alone. Crystal Palace, new offer that's completely locked in. 1.6 million. No. Andy is untouchable. If I lose this man, I might not get promoted. I feel like his goals are that important for us. Okay, I feel calm. I feel relieved. Deadline day has passed. There was no further offers made in the end. So we've kept hold of Andy White. That's important. Just noticed it. We sold the most players of any team in League 2. That kind of surprises me. But you know what? That's good with me. Now, like I already mentioned, second game today is in a few weeks' time. It's against Man City. In the intermission, we have got a handful of league games coming up and an EFL Trophy game. No one cares about the EFL Trophy, where I have to take on Bournemouth's under-21s. There's a penalty shootout for a bonus point in the group stage. I'm never covering this competition. But instead, our plan is going to be firmly fixed on Man City at home in the EFL Cup. I'll be honest, probably going to get battered in this next one, but it should be fun. In terms of the games we've got coming up, we're actually playing against a lot of bottom half teams and kind of mid-table teams in the next few games. The games where it gets particularly difficult for us: Doncaster, Crewe, Tranmere. 3 games in a row, all away from home at the end of next month. That's probably going to be a triple header next episode. Anyway, I'll be back in 3.5 weeks. I'm going to clap them through the magic of editing. We're going to be in the future. Pep Guardiola claims Wanderers an easy opponent. Bold fraud can do one. Yes, it's the 24th of September in-game. Those 5 games I've just played off camera. Wins against Northampton and Oldham were nice. Particularly this Oldham one. Had a load of players on international duty. Kingdom wasn't available. Andy White, Ajaria. Who else? Aaron Allen wasn't available as well. And despite that, we came back with a 3-2 win. The start to this game, certainly less than ideal. Oldham off the mark. Of course, Oldham promoted with us last year via the playoffs. Wakeling turned our defence and scored. We were able to bounce back fairly promptly. JB winning the ball back nicely. Egbo to Matos, Voltman, Whittaker. Nice one-touch passing for that goal. They, however, went in at the break ahead. A goal in the 31st minute, the final of the first half. And with that, the gauntlet was laid. We had to come back. And to be fair, for the first half of the second half, it didn't really look like happening. Jackson in a wide area played it to Taylor. Ball to Egbo. He cut inside and scored. An unlikely hero, it has to be said. And at 2-2, you thought maybe that was going to be that. But in the 85th minute, from defensive midfielder, look for him lurking. Where is he? There he is, Robson. First goal for the club. Yeah, safe to say Ethan Robson was an unlikely hero, but always nice when a sub scores. We did, however, draw against Crawley. I had to rotate the team in this game again here. In fact, Callum Hume got man of the match from right wing back in this game. You can see he's now had to play 4 games there. To be fair, he's got 3 assists when he plays right wing back. Maybe I should play him there more often. The reason for that, Aaron Allen, currently out injured at left back, should be back in a couple of days' time. And elsewhere, Connor Pye has also been injured. So as a result of that, Egbo had to move to left back. I then didn't have a right back because Ajaria was on international duty, and that's why Callum Hume's been playing right back. A little bit of a shuffle required there. The good news is, though, since then, been able to rest up the players, get a full strength 11 back. We finished things off with 2 wins. 2-1 against Bromley, nice. 3-1 against Sutton, cheeky as you like. Yeah, good result here. Ashley Fletcher with 2 goals. Joe Taylor, goal in the first minute. And with that recent run of results, we are top of the table. We have a game in hand over the teams behind us. We have good goal difference. We're looking quite good. There's actually a full set of League 2 fixtures going on. We're not obviously doing that. We're playing Man City. So in terms of team news for this game, Ajaria at right back, Egbo having to slot in yet again at left wing back. Has had to slot in here quite a lot due to the injuries we've had in that part of the pitch. In terms of the rest of the team, though, we are at full strength. Andy Whiter actually gave a rest after the last game that we just played. The reason for that being is he's been on international duty with the England under-20s. Playing well, developing even better. Look at this. Is this the most satisfying screen in Football Manager? Look how much Andy White has improved already. The sky really is the limit for this boy. If only he was consistent. Imagine how much better he'd be then. Was a temptation to maybe just play a B team against Man City, but you know what? We're taking on Man City. I've got to give it my best go. They've got a very good team here. They've signed Jerry and Timber and Antonio Silva. Diaz, Gvardiol, Curtis Jones is in their team. I'll tell you now, they're not playing a B team here, are they? Bit of a shame it's at our ground as well. Of course, you don't get the 50-50 ticket split like you do in the FA Cup, but nevertheless, it would have been probably more money than what we're going to get for this game here. We're going to try and be defensively solid. Try not to concede set pieces like we did against Chesterfield. That would also be quite nice. Of course, being real for a moment, Man City good at football. Sharman Lowe back in goal today. Probably going to be busy. Throwing on the near side. Imagine if we could take the lead. Imagine if we could win. I'm definitely getting carried away here. Jarby gives it short to Orr. He's going to step out with the ball and give it to Egbo, who could cut in on his right foot. The left back doesn't even need his right foot. He pokes it in with his left. I don't want to get carried away. Imagine if we beat Man City. Imagine it. Dream it. Egbo, look at him. The number 2 just goes inside and pokes it in with his weaker foot in off the post. He's not meant to do that. Right, the goal scorer, he's got the ball again. Probably going to struggle to score from here, Egbo. Instead gives it to Orr. Can we make something happen round the back? Sharman Lowe to Kingdom. Look at this. We're playing our brand of football. Out through the middle, working it nicely. They're defending very narrow. Ajaria, bit of space to run into. Instead, runs straight into Gvardiol. And now, well, with Man City's quality they have on the ball, suddenly I have to be a little bit scared. Curtis Jones bringing the ball through the middle for them. The number 7 inside to Savio. Options left, options right. Jones, Perone, Oscar Bob, Jeremy Doku scores. I mean, how long were we ahead for? 14 minutes. Well, we have that to look back on fondly. It wasn't until I just read all the names of their players there as they knocked the ball around I realised how full strength this Man City team is. At least they're not underestimating us. All I'm saying is 5 minutes left of the first half, the game is even. If you told me that we'd be 1-1 against Man City at this point, probably would have been rather chuffed with that. Then again, are we going to be even at the break, or could we be ahead? Hume, Well, for a moment, I thought was going to break through with the ball. Instead, they put in an emphatic tackle at the back. Egbo puts in a great tackle of his own. We are not giving up here, but Savio is quick. To the byline he gets, crosses it in. Kingdon, not the best defensive header. Timber's coming onto it. He's tackled. Perone shoots. Oh my word, I'm stressed. Half-time in this game. 2 minutes of added time just came and went there. You're doing well, lads. Can you tell I'm anxious? I skipped the post bit where we get to see the XG story. Wanted to talk to the lads and let them get straight back out. Weighing up making changes, but at the same time, we're playing quite well. We're matching them. We've got the ball here. Hume shoots. And it's gone just over. All I'm saying is when I look at the stats, yeah, we're not having a lot of the ball. They're not having a lot of shots either. Okay, Taylor off for Overton, Ashley Fletcher on for White. Hume is looking tired as well. You know what, Voltman, fresh legs in the final third. Feel like Overton's pace could be absolutely vital here. In terms of the rest of the team, Deborah on a booking, I don't like. Louis Jackson on your come. All I'm saying is we're holding Man City right now. We're playing really, really well against a very, very good Man City. Whether or not we hold on for the rest of this game, I mean, it's going to be a tall order to do it, but time is continuing to tick away. What I will say is we've not disrespected ourselves here. Asensio hits the woodwork. They've still got the ball here. I don't like this. Okay, like that. Sharman Low collects. There's 15 minutes left in this game, and I thought the highlight was going to end, and it just hasn't, and that just has me scared. I feel like with the quality Man City have, they are more than capable of just completely demolishing us and overwhelming us, especially with the quality they can bring on off the bench. As strong as their first 11 was, as our players tire, and they can bring on world-class subs, the task that we have in front of us gets harder and harder. Although, Fletcher, Voltman, fresh legs for us. In the final third, Max Voltman scores. It's 2-1. It's 2-1 against Man City. Everyone remain calm. We won the ball here. Ruben Diaz, I think, is playing as a libero. He wanders out of position. They are all over the shop. Max Voltman had to hold his nerve, and he did hold his nerve. Yeah, Diaz was playing as a libero there. Made a lot of that in the network game. Liberos you can punish getting out of position just like that. I'm going to praise the players. There's still 7 minutes to hold on here. If we win this game against all odds, it will be the most mental game ever. Or with the ball to Kingdon. The thing is, they've not created a load. They've been the better team by miles. They're not creating that much. Then again, they don't need to create much. They've got the quality to just score. Oscar Bob scores. It's 2-2. Why did I say anything? Tried to play out the ball out from the back. Tried to play our brand of football. That ball to Jaria, not ideal. Savio, Bob. I mean, Sharman Lowe's dived away from the ball there. Is he aware he's a goalkeeper and not playing dodgeball? I'm not sure. There's 3 minutes left here. Does this game go to extra time? I've not even checked. It goes straight to a penalty shootout. Oh my word. Hold on, lads. Hold on. Go away, Asensio. Go away. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go to cautious here. Just see out the game, lads. I mean, we're going to potentially take Man City to penalties here. We are going to take Man City to penalties here. Nothing else matters. We've had fun in this competition. In terms of penalty takers in our team, well, we don't really have any. So we're still massive underdogs here. I learned this trick from Tom FM, the behind the goal camera for the penalty shootout. The drama is here. Sharman Low saves the first one. We have a chance. I mean, our penalty takers are so bad that we still need a miracle. Overton, you've been here since the beginning. What can you do? Sends the keeper the wrong way. Imagine if they missed this one. Gluck to step up for them. Definitely not how you say his name. He scored. And I feel like he's telling me how to say his name now through the screen. Ashley Fletcher for us. Been a very, very good player for us so far this year. Not started that many games. A chance to write himself into folklore. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Oh my, hold on, lads. Antonio Silva for them. They're putting a centre-back on their third penalty. Are they taking the Michael? He's going to step up. The Portuguese centre-back sends the keeper the wrong way. Who's next up for us? Who is it? It's Matos, formerly of Chelsea. Signed for us. I've given him the big bucks. One of the highest earners at the club. The defensive midfielder kicks it straight at their goalkeeper. I'm so annoyed. It's 2-2 in the shootout after 3 each. It's Grealish up next for them. He shoots. Puts it straight in the top corner. As soon as they missed their first penalty, I dared to dream. I mean, Voltman's already put the ball in the back of the net once today. Can he do it again here? He can. He can. Okay. It's basically sudden death. Oscar Bob has already put a dagger through my heart once. Is he going to do it again? Is he going to twist that dagger? He steps up, he shoots, he blasts it down the middle. All the pressure's on Louis Jackson here. I talked about their centre-back taking their third penalty. Our substitute centre-back's taking our fifth. Oh, I feel like we're just destined to miss this. I want to believe. Louis, do it for me. I tell you, it's a banging penalty. I'm sorry I ever doubted him. Savio for them. It's sudden death. I'll tell you what, if nothing else, we've given Man City a bloody good game here. Savio steps up, bangs it in the top corner. They've scored their last 5 penalties now. JB for us steps up. Now, JB used to play for Man City. He was signed for Leeds for $5 million from Man City's academy. Can he show his former club what he's all about? He steps up. He shoots. It's a great penalty again. Florentino Luis up next for them. Can he find the back of the net? He smashes it. Low went the right way, but he couldn't stop it. Today's episode's been a longer one by normal standards because of deadline day and doing 2 matches. This penalty shootout is just making it even longer. Egbo, he opened up the goal scoring in this game. Could he close out his game here with a goal from the spot? It's another goal. It's another goal. What do I do? I feel like I need Sharman low in goal to make a save here. Is this the one he could save? No, he's dodged the ball again. He's dodged it again there. This, by the way, is the 8th round of penalties. We're not far away from the goalkeepers having to have a go here, or is now going to step up as centre-back. It's another great penalty. What is going on here? Timber steps up. Sharman Low makes himself big. It's about how big he is. He's not getting down to that one. Kingdon, please score. Please score. If he misses, am I going to regret not selling him today? Please, Jack, for me. This could go on forever. Gabriel now for them. Is that the centre-back Gabriel signed for Man City? He scores as well. Of course he does. Of course he does. Next up is a goalkeeper if these next 2 penalties... Well, if this next penalty is scored. Ajaria's up next. Please, Ajaria, please. We've pushed Man City so hard here. I want to believe. I want to dream, and I can't. We lose on penalties. I'm not even meant to care about the EFL Cup, but how can you not feel heartbroken? Ajaria in agony. So am I. I don't want to talk anymore. As I mentioned earlier, next episode, I think we're going to come back for this triple header of away games against some teams who were towards the top of the table, but have started to slip. If we can get through those games with 6 or more points, I think we're on for promotion. If you enjoyed my heartbreak or just the episode in general, leave a like. I'll catch you tomorrow to end the week. It's me, Jack. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.